Yesterday I searched a question on the internet that how many birds are there in the world, and I got shocked when I found out that there are between 50 billion and 430 billion birds on earth. The world has more than 50 billion birds, and most of that 50 billion birds are unknown to you. Tell me how many of them you know. Can you tell me the name? But you know, the eagle, the one and only king of the bird kingdom. And the reason behind this is because the eagle choose to walk away from the crowd. Eagle choose to fly alone and fly higher. They choose to not get lost in the norm. An eagle's dream is to fly higher, and they decide to do that. And that is why you know them. They have decided to leave the pack. They don't fly with any other pigeons or chickens. That is why he is eagle. So you can be the exception. You can be that eagle if you decide. Today I want to give you the 7 principles that separate the eagle from that every other bird. I'm going to give you 7 principles which will show you the exact reason that why you know only the eagles among those 50 billion birds. These principles are for human application. How do I know this? Because the eagle is the only bird in the entire kingdom of animals that has these 7 characteristics. Strange enough, the eagle is the only bird that even the God compares himself to. As a matter of fact, I was attracted to eagle, and whoever guys follow eagle's characteristics are my friends. Are you ready to transform your life with eagle? Now start writing down. Principle number 1, eagles fly alone. You will never find eagles in a flock. Eagles do not flock. Eagles are lonely birds. Scientists have studied eagles for many years, and there is one conclusion they came to know. You find eagle one at a time. That is why when you decide to fulfill your vision and to fulfill your dream, suddenly the people who used to run with you are no longer comfortable. When you decide to become all you were born to be, then your best friend become your problem, because no longer can they make you who they want you to be. That is why when you decide to be a success, the way you were born to be, you suddenly find yourself very lonely. If you're going to rise above the chatter of parrots and the chirping of pigeons, you are going to have to be willing to fly alone. You don't need the approval of anyone to fulfill your vision. If you want to be successful, the first decision you have to make is it's going to be lonely up there. Eagles fly alone because they fly at altitudes other birds are not built for. No birds can compete him. No birds can reach there. Is there any eagles who is watching my video right now? If yes, then I want you to fly high, to come up and join me, because up there the air is thin and you were born for this altitude. So know that if people doesn't believe in your dreams, if your friends turn their backs on you, if your loved one disagreeing with you, if people laugh at your dream, then it's okay, because a true leader and a true eagle knows that loneliness comes with success. An eagle never meets or spends time with pigeons or parrots, but most of you are living among parrots. And in order to grow, in order to maintain your dreams, you have to meet with other eagles who will encourage you and inspire you, because if you want to be success, you cannot keep company with failures. If you want to fly high in the sky, you cannot stay with parrots or pigeons, because you become just like those who you associate with. You become like those you make your friends. So change your friends. It's better to sit next to an eagle than sitting next to an parrot or pigeons. Just say to them, if you are a pigeon, stay away from me, go somewhere else. Principle number 2, eagles have powerful visions. There is no bird in the entire animal kingdom, and there is no animal in the animal kingdom that has the vision of an eagle. It's been said that the eagle has the double sight but one vision. An eagle has been scientifically tested that it can see from 5 miles away in details. In other words, an eagle from 5 miles up can see a snake or rat from 5 miles above the earth. Can you see your vision, a dream? Is it clear? Eagles is the only bird who fly high and can see in details everything. Eagle is known as the most focused bird in the animal kingdom. The eagle has the ability to be aware of everything but only see one thing. So remember it, if you want to be successful, you must be aware of everything but only focus on one thing. An eagle is successful in its catch of prey because when it sees its target, no matter even though there are millions of other things around, But once the eagle sets his target, he dives like a bullet toward his target. And he never takes his eyes off from his target, not even for a moment. No matter what kind of clouds he passes through, no matter what kind of winds or storm or rain that he passes through, he never takes his eyes off until he catches his target. If you lost your focus, if you think someone or some people distracted you from your goals, then remember, eagles are not distracted by pigeons. I dare you tonight, I challenge you tonight, today you will put your visions back on paper and put your goals back on paper, everything. And today you have to promise yourself only one thing, that I won't quit, I never give up until I strike my goal, until I reach there, until I accomplish my dreams. So guys, there are many pigeons and parrots around you to distract you, but stay away from them. Principle number 3, eagles only eat live food. This is very important lessons for us and you have to listen it carefully. An eagle doesn't eat grapes. An eagle doesn't eat apples. It doesn't eat dead animals. You will never see an eagle to attack a dead animal. The eagles eat only fresh food. So if you're going to be successful, you cannot stay with dead, frustrated people. You cannot meet with somebody who is dead from inside, who doesn't travel or read books. Otherwise, you will be dead soon. You have to read every single day. You have to learn new skills every day. You have to gain new knowledge. You have to travel in the nature. Never spend time with someone who is dead from inside. Always be excited, stay alive, stay motivated. You need to feed your vision with fresh new knowledge. If you don't learn, you cannot be success. An eagle needs fresh food to stay alive. Similarly, you will need to keep learning if you want to be successful. There are people, they are naysayers. They don't learn, they are lazy and they demotivate others. And there are people who will have so many excuses, who will have opinions about your dreams that you are on wrong path. I call them dead mates. That is why you have to be very, very careful. You have to protect your dreams from them. Principles number 4, eagles always test before they trust. Eagles teach us a very, very important lessons. Always choose your partner or friend very wisely and test before choosing someone. You will be amazed by knowing the story of eagle. That when a female eagle and a male eagle mate, first of all, a female eagle flies down to the ground. She picks up a twig in her beak and she flies 2 to 3 miles up in the sky. The male eagle follows her when she reaches the height of 2 to 3 miles. And then she does something strange and she dropped the twig and she just watched the twig falling. As the twig falls, the male eagle chases the twig. And the first it falls, the male eagle flies. And he tries to catch the twig in the air. And he caught it. And he took it back to the female eagle. And again she flies higher and dropped the twig. Again the male eagle caught it and take it back to her. And they do this for hours and hours. And when the female eagle is convinced that the male is expert in catching twig, then and only then she allows to mate with her. So you have to do the same. You have to choose your friends very wisely because your energy is very, very important. It is not to be wasted on people who has no interest in your vision. Anyone want to be your friend or your partner, give them a test before you give them all your trust. As a matter of fact, trust is a result of time and test. Principle number 5, eagles love the storm. The eagles is the only bird in history and in the animal kingdom. Whenever a storm is in the horizon, the eagle flies toward the storm. Is not he the crazy bird? I mean, who goes to the storm? It's been said famously, when storm comes, every other birds find shelter. They find a safe place. All other birds find shelter during a rain or storm, but eagle avoids rain by flying above the clouds. So problems are common in life, but attitude makes the difference. When it sees a challenge or problem, the eagle flies into a challenge rather than running away from it. That is why God compares himself with eagle. But the question is why eagles love the storm. And eagles love the storm because he sees that a storm as an opportunity to fly even higher. How strange the eagle is. Every bird runs away, but the eagle runs toward the storm, because he uses that air as the opposite motion. Some of you are maybe going through discouragement or failures. Maybe your business is low. Maybe your marks in the exams is low. Maybe you just have failed in the interview. Maybe you just have lost someone. Maybe your family have just turned against you. Then I want you to learn a lesson from eagle. No matter what you are going through, no matter how difficult your life may seem, no matter how challenging it may look, remember that a storm has come to make you better. You can use it for depression, or you can use it for altitude. You can use it as excuses, or you can use it to fly high. Challenges test your ability. Problems test your attitude. You'll never be successful without problems. Eagles love the storm because it makes them strong. So if you are working for your dream, if you guys want to be successful, always embrace challenge. Problems are very, very important and necessary, and never ever think about running away from problems. Today, you will see and write down all of your problems on the paper. And guys, you will say to your problems that I will face all of you. Each one of you. I'm not going to run away from you this time. I'm going to show you who I am. Principles number 6. An eagle prepares for training. Eagle never make the nest soft and comfortable. They remove the feathers and soft grass from the nest to train their young ones or the children. They never let other eagles to rest in soft place so that the young ones get comfortable in preparation for flying, and eventually they fly when it becomes unbearable. So guys, people who are used to moving fast and flying high are easily frustrated by people who want to hold them back. So always challenge your people, staff or your friends or your circle to get out of their comfort zone, but never out of their strange zone. The most dangerous zone is the comfort zone. So always keep training yourself, always give yourself challenge. Principle number 7, when the eagle grows old. When his feathers grows old, when his beak become bent, the eagle finds a quiet place in the mountain. And then eagle does something no other birds do, even they don't dare to do that. The eagle goes in quiet place, high up in the mountain, and there he sits and begins to take his feathers. And then he begins to take his beak. He begins to remove and separate his own wings carefully. How painful the process can be. Can you imagine? Just think about it. Then he breaks his own beak by hurting himself, and then it's bleeding. It's painful, very, very painful, but he keeps hitting his beak to the rock. He went through a very bloody and painful process, and then he stays in this hiding place for 3 months until he has grown new feathers and new beaks and claws. And finally, he takes his flight, a new version of the eagle. Free, motivated, transformed, inspiring. So guys, so many times in life, you may would feel that you work, your job gets boring, or you may get old, you become aged, or maybe your business is down. You just broke your heart. You feel demotivated. Just go to a more quiet place. Go and meditate. Create a new version of you. Forgot everything for a moment. You have to rebuild yourself just like an eagle. And then you will feel motivated. You will feel a new version of you, a transformed version of you.